So after breaking my foot last year working on trimming up some trees and cutting up some wood for firewood around the property, I bought some new boots. They have composite toe and they also have a metatarsal guard built into them, but I also bought this external metatarsal guard to go over the outside of the boots just to give me some extra protection while working around the property, because even if you think you know where a tree's gonna go, sometimes it has this little surprise in you, or you're just getting tired and you just aren't looking at things properly and things can get swung around and, well, they can land on your foot. So 2 years ago, yes, 2 years ago, my neighbor got this tree cut down for me because it was leaning towards where we wanted to put this woodshed, and I wanted it down because it was a dead tree just sitting there waiting to fall down. And as you can see, last year I started working on it, but I got distracted and worked on another job and I ended up breaking my foot during that job, and I never got back here to finish it up. So this is some nice oak. You can see it is rotting a little bit around the edges. Right there, it's kind of falling off, but the core of it is still good. And it's been sitting here for 2 years, so still need to split it and let it dry, but shouldn't have to let it dry nearly as much. But I'm gonna work on cutting this up, and I gotta show you my new friend because I never got to show you last year because, well, I broke my foot. But yeah, here's the new saw. It's the MS 400C. It is a beast compared to the MS 250, let me tell you. When I first started working on that log, it was just eating through it like it was nothing. But then I started bumping in the dirt, and I think some of the deteriorating bark and stuff around it just really dulled out that chain really quickly. Well guys, made 6 swipes with the sharpener, so hopefully I got most of the burrs out of the chain, but we'll see. Alright guys, I might be putting a lot more work than I'm going to be getting out of this log. You can't really see here, but there's a big old hump of dirt here. I'm trying to bust through and level out so I can get to this because the whole log itself is also in a dip. I'm just trying to turn this thing around, but I can't get the tractor to it because it's too steep. I'm afraid I might flip the tractor around, so I'm trying to pave a little route to it, and I might just be wasting my entire morning. So it turns out I'm not a very good YouTuber because I always forget to film when I just get in the groove and I just start working. But I was able to get the tractor here. Look at all these beetles down here, guys. Got this rolled over enough that I think I should be able to start cutting. Unfortunately, my saw has been cutting at an angle too, so I don't know what I'm doing. But it keeps on jumping off to the side, so I'm gonna keep on trying to cut through this thing. Yeah, I think something was definitely wrong with the chain. Everything was starting to cut in at angles, then I put the new chain on and it's cutting straight, so I must have chipped some piece of that chain off or something, but let's go here. Really glad I didn't hit this with the chainsaw, but whoever lived here previously just dumped junk all around our property. I've found pieces of metal and things laying all over. I was clearing over by the well the other day. I hit a tomato cage, whatever those things are called, and busted a brand new chain on that. And now I just found a freaking plow. I found a plow buried in our yard. Who does that? Quite honestly, that's probably a little tough on the bucket, but I was too lazy to put the pallet fork on, so I just found that little knob there and turned it around. But I think I should be able to access most of the rest and just kick off the excess. You can see where it was going at a slant there on that side. New chain made a huge difference. Gonna need a wedge, it's closing up on me. That goes the other one. Got all this wood up here. Some of this wood, unfortunately, I think I just left out here way too long. I had this flipped over. It's all rotten on the other side. It was just on the ground way too long. Shouldn't have broke my foot last year, right? I could have got it last year. I might be able to save some of this. I got it flipped over with the tractor. There's so much good wood in here, but I don't know if it's really worth cutting through that bottom side. If I could somehow just cut straight across the top, I'd save it, but I don't know if it's really worth it, guys. It's a lot of wood there, though. Just waiting. I'll think about it, maybe another day. Let this guy warm up for a second. Got our logs loaded on the front up there. Crank it up to about 21 shipping container. Well, folks, I think she's getting the hang of it. Took me a while to get used to the controls myself. All right, guys, I think we salvaged most of that wood. Brought it back over to our wood pile to start splitting. We might do the splitting tomorrow because now we're kind of tired. Deanna was putting some raised beds together for next year, expanding our garden a little bit while I was working on that wood. But yeah, let me know if you have any ideas to get through this without dulling out the chain. It seems like it's still sturdy down there. There's just a lot of gunk around it. So maybe if I just keep on trying to twist it around and hit it with the shovel, I can get most of that gunk off so I don't dull out the chain, because those chains are expensive. Splitting some red oak. I still got the GoPro, I think, there. Really almost took out the GoPro that time. Look how twisty he is. I'm bending all over the place there. Whew.